Now, we go on to WrestleMania 41. And we're going to go from night 1 to night 2. I was going to do them out of order, but I said, whatever. Night 1 and night 2. So, WrestleMania predictions. First up, we have Jey Uso, the Royal Rumble winner, versus the World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther, for the World Heavyweight Championship. Yee. Obviously, my pick will be Jey Uso. This is one of these matches where I don't care who wins or who loses. I just hope to see a good match. I'm fine with either person winning. I know Jey, for some reason, gets a lot of hate online. When, right before he won the Rumble, people were begging him to win. Now that he did win, it's a problem. My problem is the fans. It's okay to, have criticisms about the product. Because, yes, this WrestleMania build was not the best build, especially for this match. But I understood what they were doing. Yes, Jey did win the Rumble. But yeah, as soon as he won it, people started hating on him. So he started doubting himself, which is what they were going for, the second time. Because they were going for, oh, you're an entertainer, I'm a wrestler. Then it went to, oh, I don't have any confidence, and then you got the family involved. So they tried 3 different ways to build this match, and then people were complaining that Jey was going back to his Yeet thing on Raw. He's basically showing he hasn't lost himself yet. You know, this is personal. He's going to put a hurting on Gunther. That was his point, but he also is trying to show that he hasn't lost himself. Because that promo from Jey and Gunther, Jey's promo last week, he just smacked the microphone out of Gunther's hand, just I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna pray for what I'm about to do to you. That promo was fire. This promo he had this past Monday, he was just telling Gunther, you scared. But also, I haven't lost who I am. I haven't lost who I am. I'm still main event Jey Uso. But that promo from Gunther, he said, I'm gonna leave you bloody and bruised just like I left your brother. Then I'm gonna call my mother and we're gonna have a big laugh about it. That's the match that we're hopefully gonna see. You know, like I said, I don't expect a 5-star instant classic match. I expect a good match for the World Heavyweight Championship. You know, I feel like people let their expectations get too high sometimes, and then when the match doesn't go out the way they envisioned it, they say it's terrible when it wasn't bad to begin with. You know, that's how I feel about it. Yes, the feud wasn't the best built feud, but guess what? They eventually did what they need to do to get people excited for the match on Saturday. And I heard this is gonna be the first match on the card, so they can get it out the way. If y'all want to complain about it, you can complain about it then. Okay? You know, I feel like there are certain criticisms you can have, but there are some things y'all just complain just to complain about. You know, that's just how I feel about some of y'all. Next up, we have the WWE Women's Championship between the champion Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. This is when there's valid criticisms for. This is a match there's valid criticisms for. Charlotte didn't need to win the Rumble. I feel like this match would have been better received, maybe, if Charlotte would have won the Chamber instead of the Rumble. Maybe. I don't know. But this feud has just been all Charlotte. It's a straight Charlotte. Every single week, Charlotte has been standing on top except for 2. Literally only for 2 weeks, Charlotte has been down. That doesn't make any sense. Tiffany is your champion. Why don't you make your champion look strong going into the match? And also, I understand Charlotte is a legend of the business. We understand that. There's no doubting that. But at least have Tiffany have some type of confidence going into this match, man. Have some type of confidence. This feud was getting ridiculous. It was getting ridiculous. We know how good Charlotte is. Like, use this to showcase how good Tiffany is. I don't know if there's heat backstage or what. I don't know, but I can at least say I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen. You know? I am intrigued, to say the least, as to what is going to happen at WrestleMania. As far as like my prediction goes for this match, I think Charlotte's gonna win. I want Tiffany to retain, but I think Charlotte's gonna win. Like, maybe Tiffany wins it back at SummerSlam? Backlash? I don't know. But I'm thinking Charlotte to win. I just don't know where they're gonna go after Saturday. I don't know what the follow is gonna be from this match. It's gonna, like I said, there's gonna be one that was this intriguing, and gonna be interesting to see what happens. But Charlotte to win and become new champ. This gonna be a crazy match, man. Next up, we have the United States Championship of LA Knight, the champion, versus Jacob Fatu. I like you, LA Knight. I do. I respect you, but Jacob's winning this match. The Samoan Werewolf, I feel like he's gonna win this match. Then eventually, probably at Backlash, face Solo Sikoa, where we get "I hate you, Solo." Who knows? I feel like LA Knight can finally go to the main event scene, because because every single night LA, he gets big reactions. He got big reactions when he fought Roman Reigns a couple years ago. He continually gets big reactions when he goes out just every week with the United States title. Put him in the main event scene. This is how you build new people. Like, you gotta push new people in the main event scene, and then while also bringing new people up in the mid card scene to eventually get to that level. You know, you gotta it's like you gotta bring people up the card. You know, the same people can't be in the main event forever, obviously. And it's good to have like fresh faces floating around the main event scene, so you know what's up next or who's up next, whether it be Raw or SmackDown. I feel like this is a showing to show who's up next in the mid card to main event scene. And I feel like that's both LA Knight and Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu is up next in the mid card, like upper mid card, and LA Knight is up next for the main event scene. But for this match, Jacob Fatu is the new United States champion. Next up, we have Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. Rey Mysterio's winning this match. I've said this multiple times, and I will continue to say this. Rey Mysterio does the most work out of anybody in LWO, and I love Rey Mysterio. I don't like that dynamic. Because most of the time, when there's tag team matches, it's Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. When you have an established tag team with Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro, let them do the tag team matches and challenge for like the tag titles or something. Then Rey, he can be like the legend of the group to give them guidance. And Dragon Lee, he could be the new upcomer, you know? Because ever since he got drafted to Raw, he hasn't done anything. Rey Mysterio has literally done all the feuds, all the work, all the matches, whether it be tag team matches or single matches. Rey Mysterio is the one who's done it. I love Rey, but he doesn't need it. He's already a legend. People love Rey Mysterio because he's Rey Mysterio. Give people a reason to care about the other members of the group, being Dragon Lee, Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde. Please and thank you. Rey Mysterio is going to win this match. That's it. Okay. To the next one. We have a match that should not be on this card. And there's no disrespect to either of these tag teams. It's the World Tag Team Championship. The New Day versus the War Raiders. This match should not be on this card. If any tag team title match should be on this card, it should be the WWE Tag Team Championships over on SmackDown, with the Street Profits maybe defending against all the other tag teams on SmackDown, like a gauntlet match, a tag team gauntlet match, a fatal 5-way. This match should not be on this card because they have not built this match at all. They have not. I like the New Day and I like the Viking Raiders, but this is not a WrestleMania match. This is a Raw after a WrestleMania match, or the Raw before. And just, like, we know this match is going to be good. We just don't care about it. They haven't given us a reason to care about this match. And that's the problem going with this title match. There is no reason to care. Like, I don't know who, like, and this is another match. I don't know who's going to win. The War Raiders just won these titles, but the New Day, they need something to establish the heel run. I don't know, man. I like Big E is gonna come back and like cost the New Day in some way, shape, or form. And if I'm wrong, then I'm just wrong. But I would say for this night, I'm going the War Raiders. I guess it'll be nice for them to have their WrestleMania moment. New Day has had multiple WrestleMania moments where they win or lose. I don't know, man. I kind of don't care. I don't care about this match. It's gonna be a good match regardless. I just don't care about it. That is what it is. I don't care about this match. Now, a match I do care about. A match I do care about, and a match that has carried the WrestleMania build, whether it be Raw or SmackDown, is Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Jade Cargill and Naomi have carried the WrestleMania build on their backs, you know? And I feel like this is a match where there is, for me personally, no bad choice as to who wins. That's why I'm picking Naomi to win. Look, I am picking Naomi to win. I feel like she has done some of her best work. She's finally got a chance to showcase. Like what she can do on the microphone. I feel like she never got that chance. Like legitimately, yes, she was SmackDown Women's Champion in the past. But she never. But I feel like she didn't get that much of a chance to actually showcase like her range and her character. I feel like Jade Cargill will be okay in a loss. Mainly considering who she's going up against. She's going to get up against Naomi, an established veteran of this roster. Would I be mad if Jade Cargill won? No. For this match, personally, I am picking Naomi. I'm fine with Jade winning. It's just for this match, I'm just picking her to win. I'm okay with the win, you know? I'm cool. Next matchup, we have the main event of WrestleMania Night 1. Is CM Punk with Paul Heyman in his corner, Seth Rollins, and our tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And for this match here, this is a match where they can go either way. But for this match, being that it's his first time main eventing WrestleMania, I want to swerve and say a different name, but I'm going CM Punk. I just feel like it just makes sense. Sorry, I have to stretch. I feel like it just makes sense for Punk to win. It's his first main event. His favorite was Paul Heyman to be in his corner. And I don't know, you know. Roman said he has like a year or two max left. Then go into more non-wrestling roles in the company. That's what he said recently. Seth Rollins is Seth Rollins. Like he's gonna cook regardless. I don't know how long he has left. I know he just had a kid like a couple years ago. So who knows how long he has left. And same thing said with CM Punk. Like all three of the guys, who knows how long they have left, but like they all they still bring out banger matches. You know, CM Punk has had a feud of the year with Drew McIntyre 2024. They has a generational hatred of Seth Rollins and probably Roman Reigns too. I feel like if we're gonna go forward, I feel like CM Punk is probably gonna win this match and eventually go for either the world title or the WWE title. You know, there's not really much left I can say because this match has just been built off just straight hatred. And you know, hate makes money, and this match is gonna make a lot of money going forward. But those are all the matches for WrestleMania Night 1, and that's going to WrestleMania Night 2 for Sunday, which we have a Sin City street fight between the hater of all haters, Drew McIntyre, versus Damian Priest. And a match that a lot of people did not care about until recently. I mean, they've had it. I mean, the basis of their feud made sense, being that every time Drew had a moment in the sun, Damian Priest was there to capitalize on that moment. He did it last year at WrestleMania when he cashed in Money in Bank. And he did it at the Royal Rumble when he eliminated Drew McIntyre. And then he did it in the Elimination Chamber when he eliminated Drew McIntyre again. So anytime there was a World Championship implications involved, Damian has been there to cost Drew. And like that, it does make sense, but I feel like people were upset like this is what they're going with Drew. Considering the year he had, which I understand. I thought Drew would have been in a different role leading into Mania, because he was like the bloodline hunter for a while, and they just went nowhere with that. It was weird. I thought they were gonna do like Drew versus Roman at Mania, because like Roman is the one who cost him all those years ago at Clash at the Castle. The bloodline has been a bane of Drew's existence for the past like couple years. I'm sure this is going to be a good match. Like, look who's involved in this match: Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. Plus, it's a street fight. You can't go wrong with that match. I mean, it's going to be a good match. As far as people who's going to win, Drew McIntyre. I feel like Damian Priest, it'll be fine. But as far as this feud goes, I feel like it'll be good for Drew to have a moment at WrestleMania, considering last year he won a title for like 5 minutes, then, like I said, lost it to Damian Priest. I feel like Drew is the one who needs this win more than Damian. Next up, we have AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. AJ Styles. That's my pick. AJ Styles. No one I know likes Logan Paul. He doesn't need it. That's just me. I don't like him. I know I can acknowledge the fact that he's good in the ring. He's just a terrible person. And I would rather AJ Styles win. This is gonna be like AJ Styles' last couple years anyway. He wants to retire in WWE soon. Screw Logan Paul. AJ Styles winning. Next up, we have a triple threat match for the Women's World Championship. We have Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley versus the Women's World Champion herself, Io Sky. And I need y'all to sit down real quick. Rhea Ripley is the bad guy here. Bianca Belair won the Elimination Chamber, which guaranteed her a match for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania. Bianca Belair sat at ringside cheering both Rhea and Io on. Rhea distracted herself in that match. She pushed Bianca. Bianca pushed her back and slapped her. Did the ref call for disqualification? No, it's referee's discretion. Plus, the ref saw Rhea did it first. Bianca just retaliated. But like I said, it's referee's discretion. it is what it is. The whole time, Rhea had Io beat. She had her set up. She had her set up for a super riptide. Io reversed it over the moonsault. 1, 2, 3, new champion. Rhea blamed Bianca for that for no reason. Like, Rhea, that was your fault. That's your fault why you lost, not Bianca's. A special referee match. You slapped Bianca. Like, some of those were unintentional, but you at one point in the match, you just slapped her. And she didn't call it for DQ. So at another point in the match, you booted her in the face. You gave Io a riptide. You're like, where was Bianca? You just booted her in the face. Yes, it was unintentional, but a boot to the face. Like, you booted her in the face. What do you want her to do? So she calls up for a double DQ after Io unintentionally drop kicked her from the top rope. If anything, Rhea should got disqualified because she actually intended to slap you. Then a contract signing came up. Bianca's like, you know what? Screw it. Because you just wind your way into this match anyway. Fine. Whatever. But give me a reason to shut you up. And they're just ignoring Io this whole time. So Io just been trying to prove, like, don't ignore me. I'm the champion. Y'all not going to ignore me. And, you know, me personally, this is I've been excited for this feud. I feel like this feud was kind of dragged on because WrestleMania usually takes place the first weekend of April. This is the middle of April, so they had to drag it a little bit from Chamber to now. But for this match, I'm picking Io to retain the title. Rhea doesn't need it. Bianca doesn't need it. I feel like Io, like, as far as this feud goes, Io has the most to prove. Like, I'm the champion for a reason. I don't care who you are. This is different from when it was Rhea, Charlotte, and Io. When I think Charlotte was the champion, and Io won it in a triple threat match. This time, Io is going into the match as champion and has something to prove. And I feel like she's going to prove that Sunday in the triple threat match and retain the championship. Next up, we had a fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental Championship. We have Penta, Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio. This is one of those matches where they have built all 4 men up equally. So it's gotten built up to a point where there is no bad winner. So as far as this match goes, this is one of those matches where you have the right to complain about this one thing, is that Braun Breaker hasn't had a real feud for this title. He's had good matches, don't get me wrong, but he hasn't had a real feud to, like, have people sink their teeth into this title reign. Like I said, he's had good matches. He lost the title against Jey Uso and won it back, like, I think two or 3 weeks later. But ever since then, but even before he lost it, he still hasn't had a good feud for it. I like Braun Breaker, and, like, the blue flame was there from NXT. Just give him a feud, you know, because he's been bouncing back and forth between face and heel. I like that does work because, like, I feel like people are gonna, like, do the barking with him regardless. Penta, the Cero Miedo, like, I like he's been built up really well since his debut. Finn Balor, or I called him, and a lot of other people call him Pin Balor because he's taking a lot of pins and a lot of stuff. Then you have Dominic Mysterio, someone who's been built up for the past couple years. He's, like, generating the most heat out of anybody on the roster. He still does get, like, some of the loudest boos there is, no matter who's out there. But I feel like as far as this match goes, Dominic Mysterio should win this match for me. For me, new IC champ. Then imagine, like, the promos the night after Raw. Imagine the boos, and I see Dominic pinning Finn. I feel like they're gonna kick Finn out the Judgment Day and get a new member because they've been teasing a new member for a while, and I feel like Dominic's gonna pin Finn. Then the Monday after Mania, Finn's been kicked out, and they're going to introduce a new member. That's my prediction. New IC champ, Dominic Mysterio. Ooh. Talk about things to complain about. If you want to complain about a match, this match right here. Because why is this match taking place? Liv Morgan and Raquel beat Bianca and Naomi for these titles. Ever since they won these titles, they haven't had a single feud. Liv went for the, Raquel went for the IC title, lost. That's it. They haven't had a feud for it. Lyra had a match with Bayley last week for the women's IC title. Lyra won. Then later that week on SmackDown, they're teamed up and won a tag, and they had a tag team gauntlet match on SmackDown. The match was fine, but it was a 1 week build for this match. If anything, they should have done Lyra versus Bayley for the IC title. Liv and Raquel could have fought a team from the pre-show match on NXT. Could have been the match for here. The winners of the pre-show match for Stand and Deliver on NXT could have fought Liv and Raquel for the titles, or Liv and Raquel could have been at least had a feud or something for these titles. It's just confusing to see what they're doing. Same thing up for the women's US title. That's not on the card either. Lyra's IC title is not being defended on this card. For what reason? Lyra has the same thing Braun is doing. She's had good matches for this title, but she hasn't had a feud to give people a reason to care. There's no reason to care about the women's IC title. That's one of those things that I was talking about. Something that's justified to complain about. Give people a reason to care about these titles. Give people a reason to care about these people. Give people a reason to care about these feuds. This match, this is one of those other matches. Yes, it's gonna be a good match. Yeah. No one cares about it though. That's the thing. It's a good match that no one cares about, and that is a problem. They need to fix that and fix it fast. As for this match, I'm going Liv and Raquel to retain the titles. Maybe Bayley turns heel at the end of this match, because she teased that when she lost the title. She didn't lose the title. She lost the title match they had. She teased it, so maybe Bayley turns heel after the match. I don't know. But Liv and Raquel to retain the titles, hopefully, is decent enough. And then, main event, WrestleMania Night 2. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. This match can go either way. But a lot of people said they want Cody to win. But I met some people at work that said John's gonna win. I don't know what they're gonna do. John said he's gonna take the title. He's gonna be the real champion and just gonna be at home. This is one of those matches, I don't know. I feel like The Rock could get involved. A lot can happen in this match. John Cena did sell his soul. You got Travis Scott there too. He might get his receipt from that slap he did on Cody. I don't know who's gonna win. But I feel like this would be a good time for Cody to take time off. He's been doing this non-stop. But also but this is John's last WrestleMania as well. He's retiring in December. I don't know. I think for this match, I'm going to pick John Cena to be the new undisputed champion. I don't know. I feel like John Cena is going to be the undisputed champion. Like I just said, Cody's had a hell of a run. All his matches during his time run has been good, except you know, I guess the ones get stole us a call because like no one really cared about those matches because people just cared about Roman coming back, which he did. Like that's the part of this feud that people really didn't care about. You know, a lot could happen here. Let's say Cody wins, he can go against John Cena at Backlash. Same thing. Sorry, Cody could win, go against Randy Orton at Backlash. But the same thing can be said for Cena. He can go against Randy Orton at Backlash. They both have history with John Cena. I keep saying John Cena. I'm looking at John Cena's picture. They both have history with Randy Orton. This could go either way, but I feel like John Cena is going to become the record-breaking 17-time world champion. Yep, John Cena. Yep, I know. I'm stop thinking about it because I'm keep thinking about change my answer. John Cena's gonna win. And this has been a long video. But those are my predictions for NXT Stand and Deliver and night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania. This is a long video, but let me know if you guys agree or disagree with my picks regarding the matches of this card. Let me know what you guys' predictions are for NXT and WrestleMania, and I will see you guys later on in the next video.